Good morning and welcome to First Baptist Church of Van. We're so glad you came to worship with us this morning. All month long we are celebrating Reformation Month, looking back to when the Reformers challenged the Church of Rome and recaptured the truth of the gospel. Each Sunday in October, we're going to highlight a story of one of the Reformers. This week we're talking about John Wycliffe. John Wycliffe was born in 1330 in a small English village of Hipswell. He was raised in a wealthy family and was an exceptionally bright young man. He enrolled at Oxford University at the age of 16. It was here that he began to speak out against the Pope and the abuses of the church. In 1372, he was chosen to lead a team of scholars and lawyers to represent England and Rome, and he argued with the Pope himself. Shortly after, he moved to a small parish called St. Mary's, where he preached. And it was here he began to produce his most famous contribution to the world, the first complete English translation of the Bible. At this point, scripture was only available in Latin, and nobody had heard the Bible read to them in their own language. But this was a dangerous and difficult task. In fact, Pope Gregory IX declared Wycliffe a heretic because of his Bible translation project. But Wycliffe responded, "Honest men are bound to declare the doctrine which they hold not only in Latin, but in the common tongue, that the truth may be more plainly and more widely known." Wycliffe gave hope to common people. He restored the truth of the gospel and made it available to everyone. And he would be condemned to death for it. The church pronounced 24 heresies upon him and sentenced him to death. But he was already very ill, and before he could go to trial, he suffered a stroke and died on December 31st, 1382. His body was burned and his ashes were thrown into the river Swift. John Wycliffe is the father of the Reformation. Soli Deo Gloria.